So I think it's really important as a senior to keep active and find things to do. Those types of things are going to keep people living longer.
Do you feel this? Yes! Good job.
What I would say to individuals who are discouraged to continue to participate in physical activity when they get old is to try to have fun with it, consider it a hobby. They probably need to realize that physical activity does not have to be necessarily strenuous, or it does not have to be one particular physical activity such as jogging or running. It could be walking with friends, it could be working in the garden by yourself or with friends. What we do not see that this is one particular activity. We see just being physically active in general seems to have the greatest benefit, regardless of what the activity is.
I've been exercising in some form or another since I was about 35. I really started going for walks after I got home from work when I was 35 because I felt stressed by the end of my work day, and I found I felt much better, and I've continued all along with something, at least walking, and then when I quit working I started taking the daytime classes, so I come 4 mornings a week for a class here, fitness class with an instructor. And then on the 5th morning, my husband and a friend and I go for a bike ride for about 22 miles.
The ultimate payoff for having a balanced diet as a senior is continued health. You can really improve your chances of continued health through a balanced diet. We now know that high consumption of sugar can have substantial negative effects on health, even in people who are not diabetics.
I've always eaten a lot of fruit. I've just recently, in the last year or two, become much more mindful of what I should be eating and not eating. In the past, I've eaten way too much sugar, way too much white flour, and I had some problems developing from that. I realized one thing, I was getting gastric reflux. I found that and a little pot belly, and when I cut out the sugar, mainly sugar and white flour, I slimmed down some and the gastric reflux ended. So that was a positive.
How can senior prevent malnutrition? The best way to prevent malnutrition would be to continue to pay attention to what foods are consumed during the day. Again, older adults have a tendency to fall into certain habits, in which case they will eat the same foods for breakfast and the same food for lunch, the same food for dinner. So we need the nutritious value, and we need the continued variety of foods.
I feel better when I eat fruit, a lot of fruit and fresh vegetables.
What do I eat to stay healthy? Let's see. I eat pretty much what my better half decides we're going to eat to stay healthy.
Exercise seems to be a powerful tool we have to stay healthy.
Being physically fit is a big component of feeling well and being able to move. It's important to keep moving in order to have a good life.
I think the most important thing for older adults to keep their mind and body healthy would be to have fun, to consider older age sort of a cherry on the cake, with the cake being life. That they have lived a long life. Not everyone gets to live into old life. It really is a reward. And also important is that, say, 50 or 100 years ago, no one would live into old age, or very few people would be able to survive into old age. Nowadays, almost all of us are fortunate enough to enjoy such a long life. So take it as that. Take it as something that we have been given, and enjoy it.
Just to summarize, just overall, just through the stages of our life, living a healthier lifestyle and the impact that it has on us, we don't realize how much we impact other people as well. So if we start at a young age, being physically healthy and nutritionally healthy, it'll help us mentally as well. So it all is a good component. It's like a piece of a pie. Every piece has to fit to make it work and make it a full pie. Without one, you won't live as happy and as healthy as you want. You won't be as energetic. So really just making better choices in our lives and trying to plan each stage of our life to make those better choices, because stress is inevitable. And if you have a strong body, a strong mind, through exercise, nutrition, and just a good attitude, that'll help you get through the stressors throughout life. So every stage of the aspect for each one is just as important, but I do believe it starts when we start young. That's the foundation, so that's where we learn things. We still can learn things throughout our life, but if we can start there. So even as a parent, even at the mid-age when you're working and you have children, and you yourself are that middle-aged person, you still have a huge impact on your family. So that's the importance of it, is that you can change your lifestyle at any time. So you can become more physically active, you can get more nutritional, but you deserve to live the best life that you can live while you're here. So do whatever that takes.